There we go. What is up, Facebook? What is up, YouTube? Matt McKeever and Ben here, and we're
Yo,
excited to be talking to you guys about Cashflow Tribe's new website and just kind of the launch of everything to do with Cashflow Tribe. So, one, if you like, you guys are either watching this on Facebook Live, which is fantastic. It means you're in our Cashflow Tribe beta group, or maybe you're watching this on my YouTube channel, in which case you may not necessarily know a lot about Cashflow Tribe. So I'm really excited. Behind the scenes, myself and Ben have been working really hard on just cultivating a community here for Canadian real estate investors. And with our new website launch, we're really taking it to the next level. So in a couple minutes, I'm going to start breaking down for you exactly what we're doing in regards to the new website, show you around some of the tools, as well as show you some of the calculators we made. So those of you that are always hitting me up wanting spreadsheets, whether it be mine, Casey Wong's, or Ben's, well, good news. You now will literally have 24-hour access online to a calculator where you can just use for free. And again, all you need to do is join our Cashflow Tribe website. But before I maybe start teasing that, Ben, do you want to talk a bit more?
Hey, everybody, so good to be connected with everybody here today, and just want to take us on a quick journey here. So we started Cashflow Tribe back on November the 1st, and we've had a lot of growth. We've had a lot of people come into the community, and you guys know our core values, impact, transparency, results, and community, which is what we really care about. And we've had a lot of people with amazing success stories, and Matt and I have been working towards a very specific point of being able to enhance the community, really create something very authentic for Canada. A lot of times we're looking for tools and resources and stuff, and we're looking for places to connect. And most of what we find, guys, is American content or American groups. So as of today, we're publicly launching Cashflow Tribe 2.020, which is going to be, well, you'll see what it is. We're going to give you a quick tutorial. I would highly encourage you. This is by far, right now, the fastest growing community online in Canada. It's the #1 real estate platform, and we just launched this up. We've already got hundreds of members on it. There's like, if you like Facebook and social media, and if you're a part of that whole thing, and you're looking for just an environment where people are focused on growth, real estate deals, tools, resources, this is the place you got to be. So it's been a long journey, bro. It's been since November the 1st till now, and I'm excited that we can finally formalize Cashflow Tribe launch. So if you're here, this is a pretty pivotal moment for us, and for hopefully for you guys as well. And we're #1 just thankful to have you here. Thanks for joining us for this awesome conversation. And #2, we want you to get going and really, we want to help you boost your real estate investing career. And I know that this community and the tools will be helpful. So
so I'm going to show you guys the tools in a second. But again, like Ben was mentioning, this has been a lot of work in the making. Cashflow Tribe is actually still a relatively young business, right? Being a year old. But both myself and Ben, we've been in real estate for over a decade each now. And between that, this is really just taking all of our lessons, all the tools and resources that we've had and used up until this point, and really just distilling it down for our audience and for our members here. So you guys should be able to see my screen now. Just jump in the comment section and give me a thumbs up if you guys can, in fact, see my screen in that regards. And then what we're going to do is I'll just show you around a little bit. So again, you guys can sign up right now tonight if you want to. I really encourage you to do so. But this is kind of your homepage now with Cashflow Tribe. So you can see we've got our news feed going on here. Beyond that, it's going to look and feel very similar to Facebook. So you guys can see I can like posts, I can comment, all that great stuff. And then what's also fantastic is the ability to really connect with your fellow members. So I'll just show you really quickly. You guys can see we've already got almost 700 members that have joined the new website already, which is amazing just to see tons of people interacting. And that's really what it comes down to for real estate investors. And in fact, over the last 6, 7, 8 months with COVID, I'm sure you guys have realized the importance of online networking. Beyond that, if you didn't know, with Cashflow Tribe, we actually have a very busy event calendar every single week. So we have 5 live trainings that you can attend as a Cashflow Tribe Alpha member. So you can see Monday this week, I did my tactical Q&A where just literally for an hour, usually we go long, so it's like an hour and a half. And I just do question and answers. You guys can ask me anything. But even more powerful than that is the fact that you also get to hear other people's questions. And I think when you hear other people's questions is when you can really learn a lot more about real estate investing, because sometimes you just don't even know what questions to ask. Then Tuesday nights, Adam Martin dives into some really tactical training. So making offers, assigning deals, things of that nature. Then Wednesday, we have Women of Tribe with Ben's wife, Andrea. And really just, it's a great forum for women to be able to connect. And we've got a lot of killer females that are part of Cashflow Tribe that are crushing it in their own right. And we know that sometimes in real life, networking events can be dominated by a lot of dudes. And so we just want to give that opportunity for everyone to be able to connect as part of Tribe. Then Friday night, I also do another live training where, again, usually I pick a subject matter. Tonight, you guys are just watching us on the live stream. But again, we just dive deep into different tactics. So for the last few weeks, I've really been focused on some creative deal structure. So we've been hitting upon just different ways and approaches when it comes to your creative deal structure. And then Sunday, Ben does his personal development, mindset, really just getting in, because if you don't have your mindset right as a real estate investor, you're always going to struggle to actually put in the work necessary.
Let me just touch on that real quick, guys and gals. So, and a lot of us, when we get started in real estate, we kind of go back to this level of adolescence where we're excited, we're learning. It's almost like teenage years. But there's a growth that happens there, especially when we want to go from our job to our self-employed. So if you ever read the Rich Dad, Poor Dad series like Cashflow Quadrant, you realize like going from one piece to the next piece, there's actually needs to be a mindset shift as well. So many times people focus a lot on the tactical the how to do stuff. And that stuff matters if you simply execute it. But a lot of times, here's the biggest concerns. Number one, people have a lot of fears about getting started. Number two, they have low self-confidence in being able to execute and do the deals. Because a lot of people, until they do that very first deal, there's so many limiting beliefs. There's so many things holding them back. There's so many like unclear things. And then even stuff like strategy. Ben, Matt, which strategy do I actually use? What's the best strategy? So the mindset piece is really about how do we think about investing? How do we think about owning a business that is around the real estate activity? Because real estate's a vehicle. And then how do we do this stuff and how do we improve our lifestyle, our money, our relationships? I'm very much a very holistic person when it comes to real estate investing, because I think you need to focus mind, body, spirit if you want to get your money right. If you want to have any sort of real longevity behind this, we need to learn, we need to grow, we need to build relationships, and that's just part of it. That's the big community aspect and the personal development piece. I just wanted to touch on that real quick.
Absolutely. And again, what's amazing is these trainings are done on Zoom. So it's literally a two-way conversation where you get to interact with individuals. And so I'll just quickly show you guys our events calendar here. But you can see that we've got a lot of stuff going on. In fact, here's a clip from one of Ben's personal development. So you can see literally here was Ben in his studio talking to all of our other Cashflow Tribe members. But what's amazing is you can literally unmute yourself, ask Ben a question, and he'll respond in real time. So again, this is the most robust live training available to Canadian real estate investors, and we're really proud to be able to deliver that. 5 live trainings every week. So again, here's a calendar shot. You can see we've got a lot of stuff on the Cashflow Tribe calendar. But jumping back to my news feed, beyond just being able to interact with all your fellow Cashflow Tribe members here, we've also got some great abilities to jump over to some of the recent discussions going on in the forums. I can see who some of the most popular members are. Right now, I've got the most friends on Cashflow Tribe, so it'd be cool if you guys keep adding me as a friend there. So keep that up.
And what you're showing you is like, so this is very comprehensive. It's a social platform where you can engage. I know you'll get to all this stuff here, but I just want to touch on one thing. You can create new friendships here.
Yes.
Find people all across the country that are doing real estate or that aspire to do real estate. So if you're a brand new newbie, one of the most important things is just get around other people that are pursuing the same thing with the same level of mindset and determination. So I love this feature where you can find new friends, get to know people, not in just like some regular social environment, but an environment focused on real estate growth. So I just want to touch on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, Rebecca actually just joined our community in the last 2 weeks. And you can see she's been on a blitz of networking and just crushing it. And again, it's really just a matter of putting yourself out there and connecting with like-minded individuals. And with Cashflow Tribe, you really are going to find people that are on the same frequency and the same sort of focus and mindset as yourself. And then we've got groups as well. But so I'll jump over to groups here and just kind of walk you through. We've got right now 21 different groups in Cashflow Tribe, and they're constantly changing and evolving. But if you're a FIRE enthusiast, right? So financial independence, retire early, or if you're a new member, or if you want to just focus on Ontario real estate, you can jump into these individual groups and really interact with Cashflow Tribe there. So if we jump over to the FIRE group, one of the first things you're going to see is just all the different things going on here. And I can click discussions, and that's actually going to jump me over just into all the different forum posts. So you can see, again, for a brand new website, I actually believe we've got the most robust forums already in Canada on this subject matter, just because Cashflow Tribe's so engaged. So there's already hundreds of replies, over 100 posts on our website. And again, the more of you join and interact, just the more value there's going to be in the community. So you can see lots of things going on here. We don't got time to check it all out, but really encourage you guys to spend some time and hang out in those groups.
You can definitely, like in these groups, folks, like transparency is one of our core values here. You can definitely get lost in a lot of really cool conversations, a lot of different things that are going on within the real estate idea in Canada here. So there's so much information, and we want to make it as comprehensive as possible. We don't want information to ever be the reason why somebody doesn't do a real estate deal. So we're pouring into here in terms of the groups and the forums and the blogs, and even the very comprehensive training as well, to really help people get through this learning curve as fast as possible and have fun doing it by connecting with other folks. So I think that's, listen, you're going to be overwhelmed maybe with information, but at the same time, you have a great place for resource and community where you can just plug in. So I'm happy we put all that stuff together. I think it's super valuable.
Yeah, and just to show you a glimpse into some of the amazing value your fellow Cashflow Tribe members are already providing, I just want to show this one post from Daniel, which is just mind-boggling in my opinion. But he's literally broken down a resource about everything you would need as a New Brunswick real estate investor or landlord. So he's literally got all the forums, a 101 guide. And again, this is just a great sense of the community that's going on here. Why is Daniel sharing this? Just because he wants to help fellow landlords, right? Because he understands the value in becoming a micro influencer in Cashflow Tribe, because there's hundreds of focused Canadian real estate investors on the platform. So again, really encourage you guys to check out all the different forums we have going on here. We won't go through all of them right now, but you can see there's a list right here on the right. We've got one for every province in Canada. So again, there's lots of opportunities for you to kind of come in and maybe plant the flag, right? If you're that Alberta or Saskatchewan or Manitoba real estate investor and you want to connect with like-minded individuals, this is the place to do it here in Canada. And again, this is just a great sample of all the different discussions we've got going on in Cashflow Tribe. But we talked about doing 5 live trainings every week. We've also got specific classes that you guys, or courses I should say, that you guys can go through. Each one of these courses has all sorts of different resources, training exercises, quizzes. Some even have assignments that you can upload. And every month we'll be adding additional courses. So this is just kind of our initial sampler pack here. But what we've got is how to analyze a real estate market. In this class, I really walk you through how to figure out and how to do your basic research before entering a new market. And the joint venture agreement basics, we really walk you through the basics of putting together your first joint venture. What do you need to consider? What sort of structures are available? And is a joint venture right for you in the first place? Then mortgage and real estate financing, I walk you through total debt service ratio, how to calculate it, your gross debt service ratio. We talk about CMHC and the differences between a insured mortgage and uninsured. And really, I think there's like, I forget, like 50 or 60 individual classes made up in this. So they're all built into bite-sized chunks as well. Yeah. So we've really listened to our audience, and you'll find most of these mini courses now, each individual video is like 2 to 5 minutes normally. And so again, really just focus on your user experience so you guys can pick away at this, right? Maybe you don't have 8 hours to sit down and just watch one long video. So this is going to be able to mark and track your progress. And then Adam Martin teaches you the wholesaling real estate basic introductions. And we're going to have another course coming out soon where he's going to walk you through all the paperwork for Ontario investors.
And something cool, the goal is very simple, guys, an extremely comprehensive education for somebody who can start at the very beginning and wants to learn everything from the wholesaling to flipping to wholetailing to burring to landlording to every single piece that you would need in investment strategy as a very cohesive product. So you'll be able to come in with zero education, go through the training whenever you've got time in a few minute spurts, like little sprints. It'll save exactly where you're at. So like this is an online university for real estate investors. That's the best way to explain it. And we've made it very easy to follow. We've made a very specific curriculum that you can follow and really go through here. So an area of focus that you want to dial into, so like the wholesaling piece, this is a great start. If you got other areas in joint ventureships or partners, this is a great start. So we just want to give as much value in terms of clarity as possible. What we don't want to do is just throw a whole bunch of random videos at you, and then all of a sudden it's like confusing, or you get bogged down because there's too much information. So, this has been an iterative process for us in finding the best way to help people digest and consume the information. And I think this is truly going to just make it so easy to go at your own pace and learn like when you have time. And if you want to consume the whole thing and binge it, then binge watch it. If you want to just watch it in little pieces every day, I think it's so useful now. So I'm happy we put it together this way, man.
Absolutely. And now we kind of saved the best for last here, but I'm really excited to show you guys our robust calculators.
Yeah.
So I've spent a lot of time doing this. I'll quickly show you what you can do, and then I'll show you an example of one that's actually been filled out. So right here, you can pick individual mini calculators that will build out into one full calculator. So we've got our purchase and closing cost calculator, and this will walk you through all the different costs you can expect when buying a property. And if, for example, you don't know what a home inspection costs normally, you can hover over the little eye icon, and it will actually give you a suggestion for what a lot of investors will cost or will end up paying. Then CMHC calculator, land transfer tax calculator. Side note, this is the most robust land transfer tax calculator in Canada. Took me a really long time to build it. So
I don't even know where
province.
you would find a land transfer tax calculator in Canada. Like, guys, these calculators that we built here have taken a lot of time and energy to put into, but I don't know where to find this stuff. Like, I tried Googling some of this stuff, and you get random websites, you get places that are, they'll let you do a little bit of it, and then you can't do the rest of it. But an actual comprehensive tool that you could fill out, these calculators, like, we spent a lot of time and energy, and Matt put a lot of his energy into these, but I'm so thankful because it makes our job so much easier. And you can keep going for different ones, but there's so many calculators here that you can literally cut your learning time and cut your variable. Imagine you make one mistake because you don't have the calculator in your math, and now you're not making an offer, which means you don't buy the deal. Where this, you can analyze quickly, make your decision based on real data, and then you can go ahead and move forward. So I think this is awesome.
And like, I don't know how many new investors forget about land transfer tax. And all of a sudden they're surprised by that cost. But if you're using our calculator, you can just walk it through. Mortgage calculator, wholesale calculators, flipping calculators, bird calculators, rental calculators, and then also renovation calculators.
I love this one here. So flipping max allowable offer calculator. A lot of people ask us, especially as new investors, hey man, what's the offer that I should make? Well, this takes the guesswork out for folks, like giving you very clear guidelines on how to go ahead and do this. Same thing with the BRRRR. Like, the BRRRR can be kind of complicated, guys. If you're buying the property, what's the rehab cost? What's the refi costs? What are this? What is that? What's the LTV on the refi proceeds? There's so many different factors. So a tool like should just make your life easy. So this is the hammer, this is the chisel, this is the the skill saw. And I'm thankful we have it, and I wish I would have had this stuff years ago. Because most of it I have is like versions of the Excel spreadsheet I try to create and piece together from other resources.
You accidentally type in the wrong formula, and all of a sudden you don't double check it.
Up the whole thing. So this will make life so much easier.
If you're in a rush, you can just use our quick analysis calculator, which is really just going to give you that profit analyzer or max allowable offer. If you're just like, I just need to quickly figure out what price do I want to offer, or how much money will I make on this deal, that's exactly for you. But if I go back to actually one of my saved calculators here, let's see this one. Yes. So this is just an example one where I filled out some of the data. You can see it's actually integrated with Google as well. So it will automatically pull up this street view. So this is 100 Kellogg's Lane, a really popular property here in London, Ontario. But as well, it's even just basic things like Google Street autofill and things like that. If we go over here to the CMHC calculator, you can see it just really cleanly and simply breaks it out for us. As well, if you're not sure what a non-traditional down payment is, you can hover over and quickly understand. Land transfer tax calculator. So this automatically knew that I put in an Ontario address, so I can't even select the wrong province if I accidentally found myself here. Again, very just cleanly and simply lays out to you. And so I just picked Toronto just to kind of show it, but this is actually in London, so that's what I'd be looking at in London, Ontario. Then the mortgage calculator, this one I'm really proud of. You can actually have multiple scenarios. So if you want to be comparing options, there's a lot of information here. So we won't be able to go through it all now, but I just want to give you guys a quick little glimpse. The payment frequency, again, this is the most robust mortgage calculator online for Canadians. So again, oftentimes Canadians don't realize that we've got slightly different rules in the US. So we've got semi-annual compounding here in Canada. And so it's all built out that way exactly. But again, like payment frequency, you know, whether you're doing weekly, bi-weekly, semi-monthly, all that stuff, then it will also automatically estimate things like property taxes and house insurance. Now, these are just estimates, obviously. But again, if you have no idea where to start, this is going to be a great starting point for you. And then breaks down our amortization and just what our balance is going to be at term. And then if you keep scrolling down here, you get the classic mortgage graph going on. And then what's really cool that I know a lot of our Cashflow members are going to really enjoy is we've also got amortization tables. So if you want to just really get deep into it, this is your amortization table. And if you know that like, hey, in month 6, I want to make one extra bonus payment of $2,000, it will do that, and it will automatically live update and adjust everything else going forward. So again, really just putting you guys in the driver's seat as the investor here.
Well, and it does a couple of things. Number one, it's going to save you a ton of time, which is so important because like when we're getting started in this analyzing deals, the speed at which you analyze the deal is the speed at which you'll make an offer. So save you on time, save you on money because you don't have to buy any other tools, buy any other calculators, get any other subscriptions. We wanted to put everything in one resource. We know what it's like to be a new investor in Canada, and we know what it's like to be looking for tools. So like we want to just blow this thing out of the water by creating this. So time, money, saving you both, and a lot of frustration. Like why spend a whole bunch of time on Google trying to find this stuff if you can even, like I've never been able to see this in this kind of formatting where it like breaks down piece by piece by piece. Again, I already had to hire somebody to build one for me, and that was on an Excel spreadsheet, and it wasn't nearly as comprehensive as this. So I don't need to promote it. Like you can just see exactly what it is. If you use it one time, you'll be coming back to check out this tool and all the other ones. So just keep going. But this is so valuable to me because I own a mortgage company, guys. So like being able to help people see their payments, being able to help them see how they can make one extra payment and affects the amortization, how we can change those numbers and figures, and you can see the outstanding balance and the actual paid interest and so forth. Like that's really tangible information that's so useful to know. And I've got a saying that's data over drama. So in real estate, we need to focus on the data, and this is what this really like will help people do, which is why I'm excited for it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I'll show you guys quickly here our full renovation calculator. So again, very robust, but if you're looking at trying to estimate the costs on a renovation project, maybe you're a little intimidated, this is going to be a nice little friendly way to fill all that out. So you can see I've just selected our demolition and cleanup section. You can choose totals only where you just type in the total. You can select labor plus materials if that's how you're doing with your contractor, or unit times cost. And again, there's a lot of different sections here, but you can see we've got it for like all your external stuff on the property, right? So landscaping, parking, laneway, all this stuff you can click on and expand and get deeper into it. And then once you're getting into the interior of the property, you also have it here. And then finally, you've got your summary, which is just going to break down all the different areas as you fill them out. Obviously, I haven't filled out too many on my renovation calculator yet. But that's really just a glimpse of what we're doing with our calculators. And you can see that each one of these for the different strategies, you guys can spend a bunch of time playing around and exploring. If you have a Cashflow Tribe Alpha membership, all your data automatically saves. So you may be able to see it as I was changing things, a little pop-up comes and just automatically saves. So if your computer crashes, your browser crashes, internet cuts out, all your data will have saved as long as you've got your Cashflow Tribe Alpha membership.
Love it.
So then moving on to forms, which I know some people are just going to, at least some of my YouTube fans are going to lose their shit on this.
Let's go.
We've actually built out for Ontario real estate transactions, the agreement of purchase and sale. So this is fully integrated with HelloSign, and long-term Cashflow Tribe members will get access to this. But right now you can create a PDF version, or if you just want to get a blank APS agreement, again, you can click this, you automatically got the PDF so you can quickly print it off, fill it out, and even pre-populates with a Schedule A.
See, that's
with
huge.
Some of our most common.
You've got the conditions already in here. This is literally a plug and play resource. And as it, again, it's going to be integrated with
HelloSign,
HelloSign, which means that you'll be able to actually send these things virtually. We're living in a virtual world. Most of the deals in my office, folks, like they go out virtually. Like we don't just like drive to sellers' houses every time. We start sending stuff virtually. We start freeing up our time, and we start treating this business like we can. with the new information age industry instead of the old industrial age. So I love this thing. The fact that you can create it really quickly, send it out, dude, that's awesome. It's huge.
And again, I know a lot of people are intimidated writing their first purchase and sale agreement. So what this does is it literally makes sure you fill out every section. There's just no way that you're going to miss it. You can fill out whether there's 1 or 2 buyers, things like that. And then I'm just going to jump through, but you guys can spend all the time you want going through this. But what's really cool is if we're looking at having additional terms, I can click yes. And then all of a sudden I can go to my Schedule A, and from my Schedule A, I can actually pick from a library of pre-populated clauses. So if you're looking for buyer pays balance, or a vendor take back mortgage, or buyer partnership, or right to assign the agreement. So if you're looking to wholesale, right here, it's got the clause for you. So again, just when you're trying to really quickly put together an offer, we want to make sure that you've got the right tools to actually help you take action, because getting you guys results is one of our core values at Cashflow Tribe.
Well, and giving information is one thing, guys. There's a lot of information on Matt's YouTube and whatever, but really equipping you with the right resources to use that information. Listen, you get so much more confidence when you have the tools in front of you and you can just plug in the information, you can start sending offers over. So this comes down to kind of one of Matt's core beliefs is if you want to buy real estate, you have to make offers. So we want to give you everything possible so that you have no reason why you couldn't make an offer. The training, the tools, the guide, and now finally it's all available online. You simply plug in. It doesn't really get easier than this.
No. And throughout this presentation, I've been saying like, we've got the best this, the biggest that. We're the only ones with this. This is the only one that it even exists. So.
Right in Canada, guys, this is the only community that has access to these resources. You can check around wherever you want. We know what's out there. We spend a lot of time, you know, as investors ourselves trying to figure this stuff out. And the reason we created it is simple, because it doesn't exist and because people need it. So listen, I want to say we're the best, but I'll let you guys decide. But I'm telling you, we're the best. This is the best resource, and I think you're going to absolutely love how it's going to help you shave time and shave all the headaches. You can just move forward. This is awesome.
Absolutely. And then, so once you've bought that property, if it's a buy and hold and you're looking at renting it out, again, you can click lease agreement here. You can get a blank copy right away. Or again, exactly like the purchase and sale agreement, this is integrated with the Ontario standard form lease. So again, it's going to walk you through step by step all the different things. How many tenants do you have? Things of that nature. Fill out all this data. And again, if we get down to the bottom, one of the most interesting parts here is we can choose that there is going to be additional terms. I can also choose if I need a guarantor form, I can add that. As well, if I want a separate parking lease agreement, I can also select that. And this is going to pre-populate all those fields for me. Again, on the Schedule A, if there's different clauses I want in my lease agreement here in Ontario, these are all clauses that I've used or other landlords in Ontario have used in the past. They've been pre-vetted. So again, really focused on helping you guys as local landlords. And so again, all kinds of cool ones going on here, but like if parking's included in rent, if there's paid laundry room, you know, use of personal information, just really making sure that you guys are protecting yourselves as landlords. If you've got security cameras in the hallways, if you need insurance in regards to getting your tenants, right? Tenant insurance, oftentimes people forget to require their tenants to get tenant insurance. If you don't want to accept cash because of maybe something like COVID, we've got a clause in there. So again, really important that we just help you guys with all the experience that we've gained over the last 10 years each in the real estate game. And then again, quickly, the basic information for your separate parking lease agreement. This all fills out here if you want to charge a separate amount for the parking lease agreement. If you've got a guarantor, you can fill out the guarantor's information here as well.
I can't tell you how important this is to be able to have somebody who thought through these all these questions, put all these conditions and contractual things together and just makes it available to plug and play. Like, it's phenomenal. And I know that the world is going this way anyways, and we want to be first. And now we are. We're the first to offer this, to make it super simple for people, because I think there's nothing beneficial about unnecessary complexity. We don't need to make it more complicated. And I'm thankful that we could put our years of experience together. And I'm glad, because I mean, you quit the rat race, and I quit the rat race at 30 and 31 respectively. So like, we've been through the hustle and the grind of trying to figure out this paperwork and stuff. And this makes life so much easier for all of us. And dude, this is fantastic. Let me ask you this, Matt. So basically, do they need to have any prior experience in filling out a lease agreement? Like,
no,
this is here?
Because again, this is going to make sure you fill out every possible section in that lease agreement. So it's really just going to walk you through step by step. And that's the key, because we know a lot of you want to take the step, but you just don't even know how to get started.
Yeah.
And so, for example, you can literally just do a mock one. You could play around with a friend or a buddy and just go through this, get a feel for it, and really understand it, so that once you're ready to jump into it. So again, this isn't necessarily just for people that are already started or established. Even if you're looking just to get into the game, we've really focused on making sure you've got all the resources.
Amazing.
And then finally, I'll just quickly show you guys again all these different things that I can manage from my personal account. But you can have your own profile. You can set up all sorts of information on your profile. So you can see I've got some of my basic information going on here. You know, some of the real estate strategies I'm interested in, how many units I have. You can see 309 connections, the different groups I'm a member of, all that as well. Finally, the last thing I'll just show you is you also have your own inbox. So you can, looks like someone's watching me right now on YouTube. That's awesome. And inbox me on Cashflow Tribe.
That's awesome.
But again, now you can connect with your fellow Cashflow Tribe members and have a very curated inbox, right? This is only going to be about real estate, personal finances, leveling up your mindset, and personal development. So again, that's pretty much it for the Cashflow Tribe website. This has been, honestly, this feels like my master thesis on real estate investing. It's just been like the last 10 years of studying real estate, and now we're finally presenting kind of our proof to you guys. And really appreciate you guys just even hanging out and watching this video.
And lastly, folks, I mean, we haven't really touched on everything in here, but there's the courses, the calculators, the education, the events. The community aspect is so important as well, being able to connect with real life people, not bots, not spam, not algorithms, not nonsense. If you make a post on the social component here, your friends are going to get to see, you'll be able to really engage. So here's what I encourage you to do. Just head over there, grab yourself an account, come hang out with us. I know you're going to get a tremendous experience, and that's really what we care about. You know, we've both been mentors now for a while, and we put our heads together and thought, how do we create something that's bigger than just what we can help with? How do we create a community-centered piece where people can invest in each other? We got people growing inside of Tribe, doing deals, their first properties, posting pictures, all of that stuff. So we're going to be formally moving everything off of other social media platforms back onto our own proprietary platform here to help everybody get rid of all the distractions and all the other stuff that goes on and just focus on the real estate business. So one-stop shop for training, for community, for education, for FAQs, for videos, for everything you could possibly need as a Canadian real estate investor. So I'm thankful to you guys. It's been an amazing ride here since November, getting to this point as a company. And we're just thankful, number one, to all of our members. You know, we've got hundreds and hundreds of people that have been with us here from the beginning, and we're so thankful. We're thankful to all the new members that join us daily, and they have an aha moment like, oh my God, this exists in Canada. Why was this not available sooner? We're thankful to those, and we're thankful for the folks that have been plugging in and supporting us. So thanks, guys. We really appreciate it. We're here to help you, love on you, support you, and help you grow in your real estate business. We really believe that together we can all grow. We believe in abundance, that we can all do more deals together, and we believe in creating the power of community to help serve all of us and really impact our nation when it comes to investors, helping them grow and helping them do more deals. So thank you, guys. Matt, I'll let you wrap it up here.
Yeah, so just a reminder, as always, you can get your 14-day free trial. Just go over to the website. I shared it in the chat there. So again, cashflowtribe.com. Sign up for the free 14-day trial. If you, for whatever reason, decide it isn't right for you, you can always cancel on the 14th or 13th day. You won't be charged, none of that hassles. We also charge Canadian dollars, which is nice for our fellow Canadians. But again, it's really just about, this is the community that Ben and I wish was there back in, I think, 2008 and 2010 when we both started real estate investing. So again, this is literally us trying to pay it forward because we had to go through that school of hard knocks. And you guys don't have to. You now have a choice.
Yeah, so thankful, guys. I'm excited for this. I'm excited where we're going, but we're here. We're officially launched. We're officially open. We want to help you guys. So come hang out with us. Come check out the community. And if you love it, refer your friends. You know, let them come in and join and experience the growth here with us. There's over 700 members already on the platform today. And we're here to connect. We're going to keep providing more tools, more resources. and keep pushing to help investors all across Canada crush this business. You guys rock. Thank you so much for being part of our stream today, and have a great night.
Yeah.
And take care.
Thanks, guys. And smash the like button because only 4 of you have.
Thanks. Love it. Love it.